Hi guys, welcome back. A little bit of an update video. We got some fresh bits today. We've got some nice new carbon bits to go on, replace these infills. Main purpose of the video, we're going to be doing a Harris steering damper on the front. I haven't had a little wobble or anything like that, but it's always a nice little feature to have. I've also got some newer or better conditioned seats to replace mine. And I'm going to also see if I can lift this up a bit so it's sagged down, which never used to be like it before it was stolen. I'm replacing this anyway because it's all knackered and broken. But as I'm doing the seats, I'm going to see if I can get this fitting a little bit better. But what I'll show you, we've got some goodies, bit of a Christmas present to the bike, even though it's had a shit ton of money spent on it recently. So we've got the Harris steering damper, so we're going to be sticking that on. I'm going to try and not, but it looks like I might be losing my my red top nut there, which I'll be a bit gutted if I do have to not use it, but you know, we'll see when we get there. We've also got some genuine carbon fibre infills that are absolutely mint, so you know, that'll be a nice little addition. Got a rather nice looking pillion seat with a net, that's quite cool, so yeah, that's going to look good on there. And also a never been recovered before seat. It has got a couple of divots in it and stuff from the packaging, you know, the postage, but I'm measuring my arse on it for a little while, it'll straighten it out. So as you can see here, we've got quite a gap. Now, I did have a butchered 5EB battery tray in there to fit the 5MT back end, which is also knackered now. But basically, I always had this gap all right, you know, it was a good gap, and then when it was stolen, it come back and all this was hanging down completely. So you know, it was all snapped and broken, and you know, it was all cracked through here. I mean, the paint is cracked and gone nasty as well, so that's just being completely replaced. It was broken, cracked through here, which I've just got a bit of metal behind, you know, a bit of sheet metal to hold that, and it's just nutted and bolted to sort of hold it together. And it's also broken there, like completely broken off. I have got the broken off piece which fits really well, but you know, it's just not worth repairing. So I'm on the lookout for a different tailpiece. I have one on watch on eBay, but it's a slightly different design, which will do if I can't find that exact one, but we shall see. So yeah, in general she's looking alright. I mean, she's pretty clean. Like I need to spend some time. I can see a blurry patch on my screen. One sec, sorry. Is that better? Is that better? I seem to have a bit of a blur on my lens, but anyway, it's quite clean. It does need taking apart and, you know, the aluminium polishing up and cleaning properly, but you know, in general she's alright. Like, you know, a genuine carbon hugger still going strong there. We've got a chunk taken out of it when I did burnout one time, but when I tidy the bike up really nice, I'm gonna trim this and make it fresh again. So that's that. The forks are doing really well. They're really nice to ride with. I had a little issue with the handlebar risers, which I'll put on the last video, where I set them to exactly the right angle of the standard ones. When I turned the actual bars, my brake lever actually hit the top of the infill here and put my brake on, which was a nearly drop the bike moment when I first realised that, but we saved it anyway. And all I've done to rectify that is just tilt them back ever so slightly. I mean, it's negligible amount, you know, you don't really notice a difference. If anything, it feels a little bit more comfortable. And I do still get it touch. It does just touch, but that's all it does. It doesn't put the brake on or anything, it just literally taps against it. So you know, I could probably adjust them in a little bit more. I think I might even do that because of the fact I'm putting these nice new shiny ones on there. So that's it really. It's been going well. Yeah, so onwards with the rest of it. We'll get stripped down and I'll see you in a little while. Okay guys, right, what I've done, I did actually take off this top triple tree again because needed a bit more of a tweak on the old bearing, but we should be good now. I have put this on, remember our dodgy thread in here which I want to get sort of replaced anyway, on the steering tube. I've moved the handlebars back just a tiny little bit, and that literally, and that's fanny, and they're now clearing the infills, so that's great. I've got this part of the steering damper actually on. Unfortunately, couldn't use my red nut. To be honest, it is actually a bit chewed up now, the thread. I've had it on and off a couple of times, so it's not really ideal to be using anyway. I'm going to have to start to look for another nut for this Harris steering damper, because this one's a little bit sort of chewed up. It's not bad, but you know, I want to get it anodized, so I'll try and find a new one to do that. And also I would have started to chew the thread on this one now because the steering tube thread being slightly damaged. So I am actually watching the steering tube on eBay, which I will buy fairly soon, so I mean stripping all that out again, but I'm in no rush to actually really buy it, so because I know that I'll have to do it once I've got it. So next stage, stick these infills in, see how sexy that looks. I'll stick this one on, then I'll pause the video and stick the other one on. You can only see this side anyway, and then we'll go on with fitting the rest of the steering damper. As you can see, it's a pretty mank. Where you are on the camera. Yeah, as you can see, these ones are pretty crappy. I mean, we got cracks, spilled brake fluid on them from previous owners and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's best off these in the bin. Nice new shiny carbon, lovely sexy one. Just trying to get this in here without destroying it. My bike is exactly how Yamaha intended. The thing's a little bit more difficult to fit sometimes. Go, beautiful, absolutely stunning. It actually looks quite a bit better than I was expecting. I will button them up, but wow, I'll send you in for a close up on that, because that's just gorgeous. Look. That really makes it. I mean, look at the difference. That's incredible. I like that. I like that a lot more than I was expecting to like that. I was going to say, I knew I'd like it anyway. I'm a bit of a puppy for carbon fibre, but that is beautiful. So I'll stick the other one on and button the screws up, and then we get on with the rest of it. See you in a bit. These look fucking beautiful, guys. I've just put the other one on. I mean, like, look at it. Ah, the camera just doesn't do it justice. It looks nice enough in the camera as it is, but it just don't do it justice. I mean, look at that. That weave is just fucking perfect. These are gorgeous. These are really, really gorgeous. Wow. Right, so onward with the Harris damper, as it were. Should be able to see me quite well from there. Should be able to. I should check, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, you're alright. Can we get you a bit better? Can we? Can we get you a bit better? Oh, look. Look at that. You might not be able to see me face, but that's probably a good thing. So, 8mm. Oops. 8mm extension. Remove these bolts. Should be pretty self-explanatory to fit, really. Really a tutorial. Yeah, it's remove 2 bolts, put in 2 more bolts, put the bracket on the top nut, just drop those. Yeah, pretty easy, really. But hey, let's do it for some fun. Right, these are now 5mm Allen keys, which I have. That's not it. That's it. There we go. That through there. That and there. I love these old school dampers. Especially on the old school bikes. They look so cool, I think. I just like the old school look. I mean, this was the bike on the poster on my bedroom wall when I was a kid. You know, this was it. This was the baby. This was my dream. These were the dog's bollocks back in the day. I always wanted one. And I basically built exactly what I've wanted, with the additional touches of what I've learnt along the way, with, you know, sort of carbon fibre bits and the, you know, the mods you can do, the R1 forks and what have you. But I always wanted a red and white R6, black bits, white wheels, wavy brakes, blah blah blah, pretty bits all over it. That was me. And I have it. I couldn't be happier. There we go. That bracket on there. And I think I've already put this Harris bracket on here, but I think I might have put it on the wrong way around. I'm not sure. So, but looks like I need to take it off to fit it anyway. So I'll slide this off of here. I'll take it off the wrong side. Right. Here we go. Slip that off. That looks like fun to get at. Screw this down onto it, like so. That is a 4mm kit. Slide that down there. I think I'm going to have it that way around. I think that can move it. No, it doesn't move. This bit goes through. I'll screw it over again. Right there. I wonder. It seems to be too tall. Not quite matching up with that, and I don't think that is I think that's very right. Right. Just pause you. I haven't figured out, but to me, from what that looks like, it doesn't look like it's going to fit. Maybe because of the R1 forks. Maybe the yoke is sitting down lower or something. I don't know, but it should be up a bit. It's not. So I should have a figure out, and we'll see where we go from there. See you in a bit. Figured it out, guys. Bit of a rookie mistake. I appear to have been missing like a washer or a spacer. I don't ever remember seeing it in with the stuff I got. And that bolt was already in the bottom of there. Everything was attached, and there was just a few bolts actually sellotaped together. So I don't actually remember seeing the little washer in there. But basically, you need a washer type spacer thing to allow this to move around. Because I did think, well, you know, when you turn that being solid, that's not going to work out. So there must be a little spacer, and there is like a tiny like rose joint in the bottom there. Luckily, I have a plethora of spacers and washers and bits and pieces, so I quite easily managed to find one that fits in there perfectly. and now that's moving around lovely, and it all lines up. So you know, a bit of fucking luck there, really. So yeah, that's that. Now I would imagine that's set to like that. We got a little ball bearing in each one, and they're offset slightly, and I imagine you can put this either which way around, because there's one there and there's one there. Because if you set this to the middle, obviously you won't be able to turn one way. But that to me looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of the bolts in and turn lock to lock and still see if we can get a full cycle there. So that goes in there like that. 2 little bolts and 3 here. And just tighten those up. So I would like this damper to fit. It could cost me some money. I do like the idea of having a damper. So I've never really had a worrying wobble. I've had a few little wobbles, but I'm normally too sort of wide open throttle, and the bike kind of just quickly sorts itself out. Really, I'm quite aggressive on the throttle. So, you know, generally tends to ride out of little wobbles that I have. But it's for looks as well, because I love the look of them. There we go. Right, now moment of truth, do we have a lock to lock? That goes to that stop. That goes to that stop. Beautiful. Lovely. So that's that. That's that fitted. Just tighten these down nicely. I don't know if that should wobble around quite as much as that does. I think I could afford to put a smaller washer in there. Yeah, I'm going to try that quickly. I'm going to put a smaller spacer in and see if that wobble is a little bit better. I'll see you in a sec. Right, so guys, to conclude, we're all done. Yeah, I ended up just putting a smaller spacer in here. I mean, we have still got a little bit of movement, but I'd imagine we need that anyway. We can't get much closer to a smaller gap in here, so yeah, I might try and find a slightly smaller spacer at some point just to take out a little bit of wobble. It just depends on how noisy that is out on the road. It seems to be fine. We've got full decent locks to lock, everything clears. Carbon fibre is looking absolutely immense. This all works, which is nice. And I didn't have to adjust my back end in the end. After just putting the seats on, which actually seats that have got a proper decent covering on them, and, you know, sort of original. They fit a lot better than my janky old knackered seats, so that's worked out quite well. So as you can see here, you've got sort of like, you know, a small gap, but like it's nothing really. It really is kind of nothing, especially in comparison. The black seat looks a hell of a lot better. My other one was black, but they've been recovered and done very poorly. You can see them close up from this. You know, it's shocking. So I've always wanted to get rid of them. Front one's just as bad. Yeah, so unfortunately it's not anything I can sell on. You know, I might get a couple of quid for it. Spares or repairs seat, but you know, it's not really worth it. So yeah, we're all there, we're all done, we're all sweet. It's looking lovely. I say next thing to sort of like concentrate on really is getting this back end sorted, getting a new tail piece and new underside, because that's what's making it really tatty at the moment. I'm also going to be having my wheels done, repainted in this same kind of pearl that the white is on the bike, so that should be nice. And I'm doing the same sticker scheme on the front wheel to the rear wheel over again. So yeah, that's it. That concludes this video. Yeah, see how she rides now. Well, I won't do that because it's dark now, and I can't really be bothered to go out. So soon, see you soon. Bye bye.